Okay.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
How was your
Okay.
weekend?
Should I welcome you too? It was super good.
It was really good. What did you do?
Ask me why. Ask me.
I just did. I said, what did you do?
It was my last weekend was my birthday, so yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yay, belated happy birthday.
Thank you.
Where's my invite?
Invite.
Yeah, you didn't invite me. We could have just met over food.
Okay, then come to Nagpur. We'll meet. I'll take you to dinner. Take you. I don't know.
Take you for dinner, but no, thank you. I was just joking.
I'll take you for dinner. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I am too lazy to go. I don't like. My wife just called me. She said, let's go for like a milkshake or something, and I said, no, I'm too lazy to get out of my house. So Nagpur is really far, so I don't
Oh,
think I'm going to come. But
okay. You're so boring.
yes,
All right.
I am not boring. I'm an interesting person. I'm just physically lazy. There's a very big difference, okay? If I was boring,
Same
you
thing.
wouldn't book
Okay.
sessions with me. You wouldn't be talking to me.
What interesting things you would do by sitting home only?
There are so many
Like
things to do, especially like after the pandemic, people have realized it even
like
more.
yeah,
Like,
like talking to
um,
people.
see, I have a
Like
wife,
me.
okay? So, like, I have someone to do something with. Like, I can watch a movie with her. I can have a date with her. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. I can hear you now.
Yeah. So, like I said, I have a wife at home, so always have a companion to do something with. Let's say I can have dinner with her. I can just call for food from Swiggy or Zomato. I can have dinner with her. I can watch
Okay.
movies. I can endlessly watch movies, anime. We can start playing a game online. There's so many games. Catan became really famous. Um, there are lots of these apps where you can just meet with your friends and play online games like Catan is one game we can play online. What else? There's this new game called Skip Bow. You should
Are you
really
a
try
gamer?
that out. Yes, definitely. I'm not even talking about online games, honestly. Like online games as in board games, like Monopoly, you can play with your friends online.
Yeah.
Uh, you can play Uno, you can play Skip Bow, you can play,
I like Uno.
yeah, it's a classic. Everyone loves Uno.
Yes.
So there are
Good
so many
time
things
fun.
to do. You can draw, you can watch videos
Yeah,
on
right,
YouTube
right.
about
Okay, I
other people.
understood.
You can stream online if you want. And if you're really creative and if you're really
Yes,
hell bent on
yes.
helping people, you can become a Clapingo speaker.
Oh. Is it like a self praising?
Oh God, no. I'm just saying there are options. There are things you can do at home.
Exactly. And it became easy to meet people like us on Clapping. So,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. You can meet interesting people on Clapingo. That's also one of the things you can do. You're right. Okay, Arushi, can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you, but what's wrong with the network today? It's fluctuating.
Is it from my end or from your end?
Yes, I'm sure it's from your end because your video getting paused again and again.
Okay, for me, it's saying that your network is unstable.
Are you serious? Okay, I'm at the same place
Yes.
using same network. Okay, let it be.
It's
Let's
okay, it's
start.
okay. We'll just
Yeah.
continue. Yeah.
Yes.
So today we have an extempore, and since we already spoke about your birthday and a lot of other things, we'll
Yes.
quickly go through this topic, okay? The first
Yes.
topic is, should students learn how to code from a young age? And the second topic is, anyone can be a millionaire if they work hard enough.
Okay. First one I would like to talk about. Students should learn coding from their young age because we are living in an advanced world now, and we of course need coding. And yeah, coding is a demand, I think, almost everywhere. So from young age only, if you learn coding, I think you become expert in that particular thing. But there is a one exception. If your kid is not interested in that particular thing, please don't force them, because if he is not interested, I think he won't be able to learn even from the young age, because if he maybe he is interested in some other skills, right? So I
Yeah,
think
maybe they're artistic and they would like to paint
yeah,
or be a singer. You don't know that.
exactly. Yes. So I think if, being a parent, you or anyone
Parent.
should give being a parent, they should give importance to their interest more than the what is going on in the world.
But don't you think as a parent it's also your responsibility to make sure that your kid has the strength or the knowledge to, tackle the world? They should
Yeah,
be
that
capable enough to survive the world or get a job, you know?
yeah, that's what I was saying. If they are interested, we should like you know, make them learn coding from their young age itself. But I don't think they cannot be capable, they cannot become capable, or they won't earn money if they will be interested in other things, because nowadays we are living in a world where we get equal opportunities to every skill set, or uh, like hobby, whether it is painting, dancing, or some extra some other art.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think there are lots more opportunities available in like earlier when we did not have the internet. To find a dancer or to find a painter, you would have to go through that yellow pages, if you remember that book,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We would have to ask our friends if they know someone. We would have to go through the newspaper ads to make sure that we are kind of up to date about who's famous and who's the best at something in a city or in a country. But I think now we can just literally just go on to Google and type something, and you
Exactly.
either find news articles about them, you find videos on YouTube of them doing something, and you might
Yes.
like the work. Or if they have marketed themselves well enough, they will have some sort of social media profile, or they'll just have a
Yeah,
website that
Instagram, like Instagram, YouTube,
yes.
anywhere. And nowadays we get a lot of motivation or inspiration also. If
That's
like
true.
if we are feeling demotivating for something, or we are not clear about something, so we
Hmm.
get more knowledge and inspiration as well.
Yeah.
That's
You
what I
so
think.
you said if you're feeling demotivating about something.
Demotivated.
Perfect. Great. I won't correct. That's right. So we'll move on to the next one. This is one of my favorite topics. It's not my favorite topic, but it's one of the most interesting topics. Okay. Significant moments in history. Okay. So
I
no,
can I
yes,
say
no.
it's not my favorite topic, or I don't have any interest in this topic. Can we please skip this?
Why?
Uh,
What happened?
what
You
happened?
hated history as a subject?
Yeah, of course. And the thing is, you would speak, and I think I won't be able to speak, because I actually didn't understand the topic when I just check it. I was like, what is this? Oh my God, what am I gonna speak today? Because I don't know what is this, and I don't even like history.
Well, see, let me just clarify something to you.
Yeah.
I hated the subject history in my school as well. Okay. But not because I don't think so. I think history is very interesting and it's filled with a lot of fun facts, filled with a lot of it can give you a lot of knowledge and it can prepare you for the future, right? Because history repeats itself. That's what we say.
Yes.
I think we hated history in school because it became a task. Remember what year that war
To
started.
remember.
Find out who the fifth king of France was. The learning process was boring, not the subject itself, right? So if I give you information, right? So it's like watching a book, watching a movie and reading the same book. For some people, the movie is really interesting. They love the colors, they love the music, but they love the story as well, and they'll remember everything, right? But if you tell me to read the book, I'll be very bored. The war started in 1920. It went on for 3 years. The king declared blah blah blah. I personally don't feel motivated to learn that, right? So do you think it's possible you hate history because of how you were forced to learn it, or because it's boring?
I think both the things. I never feel history is
Felt.
interesting, and again the teacher was boring. I suppose I am not supposed to say that. And the way she was teaching was like we always goes to sleep when the lecture
We always went to sleep,
started. We always
or we always
went to
felt
sleep.
sleepy.
Yeah, we always felt sleepy when there was a lecture of history or something. Yeah, that's why.
Okay, I'll keep it simple. Can we keep it simple? If it gets boring, we change the topic. Okay,
Okay. Yes.
great. So even though you hate history as a subject and you don't think it's interesting, I'm sure you have the general knowledge about a couple of things, right?
Yeah.
Like basic general knowledge,
Okay.
right? So in the history of humans, like ever living, what do you think is the most interesting thing that happened in history?
Most interesting thing
Yes,
that
in the
happened.
history of our civilization.
Inventions.
No, it can be anything. It can be a war, it can be the formation of a country, it can be
Uh,
anything. A friendship between two countries, maybe.
I think what we got. I think we introduced to internet. That's the best thing happened. Like
Okay, so you're saying
before
that the best moment in history for you is when we, as a civilization, were introduced to the internet.
internet. Yes.
Yeah, see, that counts.
Because
That counts as history. Go on.
internet like makes our life easier.
Are you
That
questioning whether it's easier? Because it
no,
definitely is.
no. It's I was confused about easier. That's why I'm
Hmm.
not confused or I'm not questioning. I'm pretty sure about it. But give me some
You can say it both
options.
ways.
Options. No. That I understood. Uh, okay. Apart from this internet thing, give me some options. Like what's in your head? What's in your mind?
My mind, I think the world wars were interesting. Um, what?
Okay. No, go ahead.
Well, a lot of great things came out of the world wars. Germany built the first car ever in the World War One. By
Built.
Yeah, we did not have
Okay.
cars until Germany built a car, and
Okay.
they used it. Hitler built a car, by the way. He used it in. Hitler? Did Hitler build a car? I don't know, but it came from Germany. I don't know if it's Hitler, but that's how Volkswagen was born. I think Volkswagen was the first company to ever make a car. It was used in the military. Again, oh my god, I really need to Google this. I'm not sure, but
Okay.
the first car was made in Germany. That's what I know.
Okay.
A lot of new technology came from wars. So Britain introduced radar to the world. Radar is basically what we use in
Yes.
airports to
Yes.
see, right? You know that, yeah.
Yes.
So this is just a start. Like Americans introduced the atomic bomb and then the nuclear bomb. Um,
Okay.
the fact that uh, two cities in Japan were you know they blew up two cities in Japan just to win the war, and it's quite scary because now Japan is one of the most advanced countries in the world. Like
Yes.
they have a lot of good trades, they have a lot of good companies in Japan. They have a very interesting culture in Japan, right?
Yeah.
And that is
Yeah.
in despite the fact that the bombing happened less than 100 years ago. So it really shows you how human spirit is strong, that something that great can happen. It can literally destroy you completely, and they literally started from zero and now they're here again. So it kind of shows you
Yeah.
how strong their culture is, how hardworking they actually are, right? And how creative and smart they actually are. So
Yeah.
I know you hate it, but I really suggest you go through some
Yes.
basic general knowledge facts, like when did the
Yes.
war
Yes.
start, or what interesting things we learned from it.
Exactly. The thing is that if I would have checked the topic earlier, I I would have definitely prepared for this because this is something new, or I shouldn't say new. This is something. is not my interest. So, but
Mhm.
unfortunately, I checked it just now and I had no time to. So I'll
See,
definitely
don't
Google it.
don't prepare for a document just
No,
to talk
I'm not
about
saying
it in a
prepared.
session.
I'm saying like as I mentioned earlier that I did not understand the topic properly because
Mhm.
history monuments. I was like, is it like a
It's not
uh,
monuments, moments.
no? It was monuments.
No, it's moments.
I read it
Significant
incorrectly.
moments in history.
Did I
The significant
read it
times in
incorrectly?
history. Yeah. So here are some of the
And
questions
maybe.
that you yeah, here are some of the questions that you can kind of think about. Okay. And just to
Mhm.
complete what I was saying earlier, don't prepare for the document. Okay. And if you're
Okay.
preparing, don't like this becomes like the school mentality. Okay, prepare for the
Yeah.
document, talk about it in the session, and then forget about it. That's not what we're trying to do, right?
Yes.
We are trying to make sure that you learn something cool, learn something fun every day, and it should stick with you for the rest of your life, right? But the best part about the document is you get to decide what you learn. So when we say
Oh.
significant moments in history, you can open Google and type significant moments in history. Google will give you 500 different things. You can select one. How was the car made? How are warships made? How do the missiles in airplanes work? Right? Something you like. And then research about it for like half an hour, 1 hour, and then completely just get stuck in it.
Yeah. I'll
That's the
definitely
best
learn
part.
something, and I think I'll like get some interest in that also.
Definitely. So again, here are some of the questions that you can Google. Um, which is a moment in history you believe is important? Okay. Is there any event you would like to know more about? I'm sure you would love to know more about the world wars, which country fought which
Yes.
countries fought with each other, right? So
As you
these are
made
the
me a bit curious. So,
yes. So if you were alive at if you were alive at that time, what would your life be like? Now that's an interesting question, right?
yes. Yes.
um,